welcome back to part 6 of this project. So this is a new spark plug I just took out of the first cylinder. It has 0 miles on it, and look at the carbon buildup. There's also oil on the threads, but not on the top part. Top part's pretty clean. So I don't know what that is telling me. I just made a new discovery. So it's starting to make sense now. Last time I was here, I was running the car a lot. And at first, the car doesn't even want to idle. It'll turn off immediately. But the more you crank it and get it going, eventually the car will heat up and it will start to idle. Also, when it gets hotter, the fuel pressure becomes normal. But this is the first time of me priming the car, and it is at 10 psi. I think the plan of action is going to be forgetting the gaskets because they seem brand new, and I'm going to be trying to probably take off this fuel rail. Then I'm going to flush out the fuel rail, flush out the rest of the fuel line, and since I already cleaned out the fuel injectors a while back, I know those are fine. So I'm gonna try to clean out the last bit of the fuel system. All right, so it is the next day, and what we're gonna do today is, like I just said, we're going to be taking out the fuel rail again, and we're going to be disconnecting the line from back there, and we're going to be flushing out the front part of the fuel system. Also, I noticed that we didn't fully reinstall the fuel injectors that well, because you see the clips aren't fully on, so maybe that could be also an issue, but we'll find out. Hey guys, so I just disconnected the fuel line from the fuel rail. Basically, it's pretty easy. What you do is you push this up more on the fuel line, you push this down, the blue part down, and the whole thing pops out. A bunch of fuel falls. That's why we have a towel. So the next thing is I'm going to be basically flushing out this fuel line as well, and flushing out the fuel rail. Top of this fuel injector. This was clean last time I pulled them out, and now they're full of like what looks like oil. This is either very dirty fuel or it's oil, so I don't really know. It's a little concerning. I have this gum out stuff, which is supposed to clean fuel systems, and I poured it into these holes. And what I'm gonna do is basically turn on the compressor and just let it filter through. I'm pretty sure the fuel rail is already clean, but I'm just making sure that it is working. This setup, I have the fuel line going into the 17-ounce bottle of water. I mean, it's not full of water, obviously it's empty. That'd be kind of bad if it was full of water. Now we're gonna be putting the air compressor into the fuel pump line and flushing out the entire system. Okay, so I have you guys set up. So here is the line, and basically all I'm gonna do is just pour this into here. Just pour it slowly, so, and just wait for the line to fill up like that. And then what you do is you put this in here, and you let it go for a few seconds. Stop it, take this out, and then rinse and repeat. So as you just saw, a whole bunch of fuel just exploded out. Yeah, it got everywhere. So look at that. Massive amounts of dirt that are in this bottle. That is crazy. That's some good news. So I'm gonna do this. I'm actually gonna do that again without the gunk out first. So I'm gonna put this back in our little 5-gallon bucket of fuel. I know this is not that safe, whatever. I'm gonna give it to the trash guys eventually. That's the old fuel, and then this is gonna be the newer fuel with the dirt in it. So I connected the fuel rail back to the line, and I reinstalled all the injectors and the rail. So now I'm going to put this in, and we're gonna fire it up. I'm getting pretty excited. I just put everything back together. Now I'm going to reconnect the fuel line, double check everything, connect the battery, and fire her up. Double checking everything. But the gasoline has dried over here, so I'm not too worried about it. I connected the fuel rail really well. I connected everything's back in place. So you know what? Battery's in. I think it's time to give it a go. because I just cleaned out the whole fuel system, it's gonna take a while for the car to pressurize with fuel. So let's run it a few times, just let it prime a few times. All right, let her rip. All right, you know what? I did not take the air out of the fuel system yet. I have to do that. What I actually forgot to do is let the air out. So if you do this, see all that? That's air that's trying to escape. Oh, there's a lot of fuel that got down there. Hold on, I gotta flip the lid. So I think there's still some air in the system, but let's prime it a few more times. And one more time. And let her rip. Okay, that was quick. That is really quick. Maybe there's some fuel on it. I just made a huge mess. I went ahead and tried attaching this, and look how much splattered everywhere. That means there is a hell of a lot of air in this system. Oh my God. Okay, so here's the plan. I got this, and look at this. Look how much is coming out. See all that air? That's crazy. Oh my God, see that? That's all air. I don't know how to make sure this doesn't happen. Okay, last few clips of this video. So look, it is at 0, right? Look how fast it turns to 50 when I prime it. Boom. It's pretty fast, right? So then, turn it on. Okay? Rough idle. I go over here, and this is what's different now. Ready? Shoots up, 50. Boom. Shoots up. So, it's still running so low. It's still running. It is running at, oh, he's died. It was running at 200 RPMs. So now the fuel pressure is really good. So I really don't know what it could be now.